It's easy to look up or Google different data and information connected to pancreatic cancer. However, data and information do not offer us a human personal perspective on the impact pancreatic cancer has on people's lives. This is an auditory portrait on pancreatic cancer and the impact on the lives of some of the people it has touched. This is an interview with Gregory Richards Sr., the creator and founder of the Verta Richards Foundation for Pancreatic Cancer, and his sons. This auditory portrait is called Putting a Face on Pancreatic Cancer. This is part 4 of this 4-part audio portrait. Gregory Richards Jr., Putting a Face on Pancreatic Cancer. What did you know about pancreatic cancer prior to your mother being diagnosed?
I had no idea that type of cancer even existed. You know, it's not commonly known as your lung cancer or bone cancer. And being provided the information about pancreatic cancer, it was a shock, and what the mortality rate is for it.
Okay. How did the different stages of your mother's battle with pancreatic cancer impact your life?
My mother being one of the strongest people in my life to me, and her being able to provide me with guidance in life, to see her go through that struggle, it impacted me just as it did her by zapping the energy from her, and just her quality of life changed, and it also changed my quality of life. It was hard to find anything to be happy about. You know, unable to just express joy, being surrounded by so much sadness when you find out the information on pancreatic cancer and the type that she had, to know that it was all going to come to an end. And it felt like it would come to an end for myself. It was hard every day just to get up and go on, you know, to go about the everyday things in life that you normally would do had someone you know not been affected with such a deadly disease.
You moved back here from out of town, so you were actually in the house with her daily, seeing her go through her struggles, right?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Was that extremely hard?
Yes, it was, to go from being the child that your mother took care of to being the child that helps to take care of your mother with simple daily activities. It was a huge change. It was not something that I foresaw at even such an early stage in my life.
Okay. What is it that you would like people to know and understand about your mother and her battle with pancreatic cancer?
That with it being an overall losing battle, she fought every day and fought hard to have some type of normalcy to her life, just simply incorporating the disease and what it did to her physically and mentally. She always put on a strong face, even though she was in pain, because it was very painful for her every day.
She still you would take her to the golf course every Thursday, wouldn't you?
Yes, like clockwork. We would get ready. I would assist her in getting dressed and doing her hair. She always wanted to be presentable whenever she went out into public, and it was like it was our time, and I cherish those moments. It's times that even though I know she was going through so much pain at that time, if I could have her back today to do that same thing again, I'd do it again.
Okay. What advice would you give a son or a daughter where their parent is facing a battle with pancreatic cancer? What advice would you give them?
To stay strong, be supportive, because that family member, in all actuality, they are the ones that are going through the most physical and mental pain, as it is their loss of life and quality of life that they are going through. It can impact you, but you still have to show all the love and support that you can and just be there, be that shoulder to lean on when they need it. You know, you don't have to avoid them. It's not something that's contagious. You won't catch it. You just have to be there. You know, you have to put aside some of your misconceptions about what the disease is and just be there. Be there and get the knowledge that you need to continue to help them and to even help others.
Okay. What legacy would you say that your mother left you with?
She left me with a sense of know-how. My 30 years on this earth with her, she showed me right from wrong, to make better choices, because you always have a choice in everything, and try to make the best choices. Take chances. Live your life to the fullest, so that in the end, you don't feel slighted, like you missed something out in your life. Just do it.
Any last thing you'd like people to know?
That my mother, she was one of the greatest people that I have ever met on this planet. She always had an encouraging word. She never judged people. She would treat you the same whether you were the prince or whether you were the pauper.
My hope is this story and the Richards family very personal perspective on pancreatic cancer will help add the human aspect to this disease and put a face on it, whereas it will no longer be just about data and information, but about real people like you and I. The face upon pancreatic cancer could be any of us at any given time.